Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. This is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're gonna have a look at the new and improved Siegfrund, guys, the mythical champion. He is absolutely busted, okay? He's a force to reckon with, and I think he became the hardest hitting mythical champion in the entire game. Maybe the hardest hitting champion overall in the entire game. He's just like next level from what it used to be. Now I'm currently on one of my clanmates' account. Big shout out to President Fatso in here because he actually has quite a few mythical champions, including Siegfrund, as a +1 with a 6-star awakening. So he should be wrecking opponents. Now let me just quickly show you what exactly changed on this champion. Now the Metamorph is still a problem for him. He's not going to be able to use the skill when he wants. It's going to be conditional, and that will make him a bit harder to use, I would say, in some cases. On the A1, basically they increase the damage on most of the skills. So on his A1, the multiplier went from 1.9 to 2.0. Big deal. Of course, it's not going to be game changing. On the A2, it went from 4.0 to 4.6. Pretty good improvement. On the A3, on the other hand, it went from 5.4 to 6.0. Now, this is better than the rest because on top of the multiplier, they actually added 50% ignore defense and surplus damage to the rest of the enemy team, which can be, okay? The damage that this champion can do is just crazy. If you ever encounter him in live arena, ban him, okay? Ban him or lock him, do something to him. If no, he's going to wipe the floor with you, with this skill to be more specific. Absolutely mental. Then the A2 will be an AoE. And this is nice because it will give him more turn meter, allowing him to rotate the skills more often. And this makes him actually pretty solid for PvE content as well, to destroy enemies. The passives, you know the drill, guys. This got increased to 2 turns, the block damage. This one right here transforms him into the alternate form when he's the last living ally. That's the conditional part with him. And this skill right here, the second form, sorry, basically got a bit of a buff as well. You're reviving and you put block damage for 2 turns on all of your team, which can be very, very helpful. Now we have him built on a Savage set and a Cruel. I actually haven't changed the build on him or done anything to the champion. It's just the way he has him on his account. And these are the stats. Now keep in mind, he is a mythical champion. He is getting almost 1000 attack only from the blessing alone. That's why his stats are so high. Then he's getting 45% crit damage. He has empowerment at +1, which gives him more attack. So he has 1066 attack only from the empowerment and the blessing. Without that, he will be like 7k attack. So the stats are crazy, but these are the mythical champions. They have better stats from blessings and the rest, you know. Masteries, we have offense. We haven't took the masteries on the rest. I'm not going to do it for him because for whatever reason he doesn't want them. And I would probably just go on the defense tree with a counter attack, you know. Try to get some survivability on him. And Helm Smasher as tier 6 is kind of like a no-brainer. But let me just quickly show you what this champion can do. First, we're going to go in a dungeon. We're going to see the real firepower from this. We're gonna go to stage 23. That's where I'm normally testing champions. You see, he is already using him in this team. I actually want to do a run on hard mode to see how he performs in this team. He has a preset, I would assume. So let's check this out. So this is the team. This is the preset. Double Newt, Siegfrund. He will use the A2, A3 after, and at the boss, I feel like he's gonna have full reign to do whatever. Very curious to see how he performs next to the poisoners, the enemy max HP. You know, like I'm curious how fast is this team in general. I would assume is pretty fast, considering that he's not using a seer in here. You know, so we have poisons, okay, and I guess Siegfried is just going to wreck them, huh? Okay. I'm not even sure what happened. Maybe he's not farming this stage because he's Force Affinity. Is it? Or it's not. It's Void, actually. It's not Force. What am I talking about? It's Void. What happened there? That was like super underwhelming. Whatever we saw there, I'm not even sure what happened, but that was really underwhelming. The main thing that we saw was him opening with the A2, getting enough turn meter to open with to move to the A3 after. But the damage was just not crazy, like right here as well. There we go, surplus damage. Okay, so he just did not manage to kill them. He had no increased attack and they had no defense down. That makes a massive difference. Don't get deceived by these guys. Do not get deceived by what you saw, because this felt super underwhelming. And I explained you why. No increased attack, no defense down. Just weaken is not enough. But once we're going to really see him in better action, once I'm going to show you what he can actually do, you're going to be impressed. This is actually really not very impressive all around. Not sure why he's using him in there, but still, he managed to do almost 2 million damage, you know? Probably he doesn't have a seer. I know he has one. I'm just not sure. Probably he just wants to play around with him. If no, I wouldn't be able to explain it why. But if we're gonna go in here, so check this out. It's gonna be such a completely different story. So he has attack aura for all battles. We need basically to bring in an increased attack. Let's just bring in Shuzan. She's gonna be able to get the job done. And I need a defense down and a weaken. Lydia, perfect. Shuzan might not be the best option actually. Let's go with Duchess, because Shuzan will make us skip the turn from Lydia, and we don't want to do that. So increase attack. And I'm gonna go on stage 10 with the exact same 3 champions and see how we do there. So we can always use this skill. Check this out. Bang. You already killed them all, and you're getting the skill, and you have the cooldown decreased as well, right? So you can move over to the A1. But this is stage 23. Stage 10 hard mode is a completely different story, but we're gonna go to it with defense down and the rest of the things as well. So right now I won't have any of the increased attack, defense down, and I already have a lot of damage dealt with that. But let's go in versus her. 209k, you just wipe them off without even having the increased attack or defense down on this stage. Fatsu, I'm gonna burn some of your energy because you have like 3,000 just chillaxing there. So just as an idea, you're gonna lose a bit. But check this out. Check this out right now. Increase attack, defense down, and weaken. So one hit, 629k, 1.6 million, 2 million damage. 2 million damage from Siegfrund, guys. 2 million. That is crazy, and that's exactly what he's going to do in Arena. Once you're gonna see that, you're definitely gonna be like, wow, because he can do crazy things. Now, I have no idea if we can one-shot them here. I haven't tried on stage 10. I always go to stage 23 because that allows me to see kind of like how well he compares with older champions before we had hard mode dungeons, you know. But there we go, defense down, weaken. We have everything that we need to have. Basically, I'm gonna hit this champion right here. So let's see, one hit, 479. Delete. That's exactly what he just did here. Delete. 700,000 damage after. So he is a very good replacement for Seer. If you don't have a Seer, you don't need anything else. Just use Siegfrund. Siegfrund is absolutely going to demolish. A2, A3, A2, A3, A2, A3 all day long and just wreck the enemies. Now, let's go in Arena. For live Arena, he's going to be strong. The thing is, he can get locked and is not as helpful as the other mythicals because of that reason. But if we're going to go in Arena, we are in Platinum right now. Rank 2, actually. So we are pretty high up. I'm expecting to encounter quite a few challenging enemies in here. I want to see some that maybe don't have a lockout. But let's go against this team, guys. It's the most common team in Arena. I've done a fight before, but I let it go on auto, and the AI was just a bit too crazy. So I'm gonna manual this time around and get the best result, because yeah, this is called smart AI, but it's honestly not smart at all. So let's do this. Now the problem with a UDK in the team is the following. We can get weak hits against UDK, and right now he has Stone Skin, right? So that's gonna be a problem. But let's use the AoE attack instead. block damage comes in play, he's not gonna die, which is very, very helpful. And if I'm using this right now, it's not gonna go on him, you know? He has Stone Skin anyway. But that surplus damage is so strong that he actually has the potential to break the Stone Skin on him. And we just ragged that Marichka with the A2 before like she was butter, you know? So well, it's fine. We're gonna continue to get it. And I'm supposed to revive Krixia there, actually. I wish I would have done it. AoE again, bang. Not enough firepower to kill that Siffy. But we can do that. Oh, okay, she got Polymorph, that's fine. Don't kill my Krixia. Ah, damn it, I knew you were gonna go for her. And right now it's still Stone Skin. Let's try to kill Siffy. So they have no revival, you know. I'm not trying to speed farm it this time around, guys, but I'm just kind of like trying to show you what he can do. And honestly, it's just so strong. There you go, block damage again. We can weak hit because of the affinity. 190k with no increased attack, no defense down, and the surplus damage was not as crazy on Taras for whatever reason. I'm not even sure why, but yeah, we're gonna see that later. That block damage is very helpful against the Tarichkas because right now, for example, if we would hit Marichka, right, Taras will counterattack on us. But he's not gonna kill Siegfrund because he's getting that block damage, which is massive, you know? Very, very strong, actually. Very helpful. 90k bang, go to sleep. 580,000 damage, guys. 580,000 damage. How fast is this guy, man? I'm gonna risk it for that chocolate biscuit. I honestly have no idea how fast is this guy. We're gonna find it out. We're gonna find this out right now, and that Siegfrund can possibly be a bit of an issue for us. So let's do this. Okay, and do this. There's no point to attack Siegfrund because he will put block damage on himself, right? But what I'm gonna do instead is smack this Krixia. 513k, my god, we just wiped them off. We just wiped them off. Yes, they've done this right now, which is dangerous for me. But my god, you saw that hit. That damage is crazy, man. Like how I mentioned, yes, you do have, of course, Georgie that hits very, very hard. But when you see Siegfrund coming in with a hit like this, I think he's scary. I personally think it's scary to see something like this in action, you know, like very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. And right now, let's try to do something in here. I'm gonna have to use this AoE. It's not really gonna be helpful though. The block damage cannot be racked anyway, so I feel like the best bet is use the AoE, kill that Krixia at least, you know, and get the Termiter to go back. Now attacks all enemies, block buffs, fills the Termiter. Yeah, I kind of wish that I would have the other skill available to remove the block damage, but we don't have it just yet. So for the moment, I'm just gonna have to smack them like this. Mythicals are strong though, you guys know the drill. The problem is that once he is in this support mood, you're just not gonna be able to change back, right? Like, I'm not even sure how he's changing from the second Metamorph back to the other one. I actually need to check that because I'm very curious and I have no idea how. So again, we gotta kill that Krixia with the AoE if we can. No, we had that Veil. Okay. Can we swap? Yeah, we can swap right now and remove that block damage, hopefully. Yes, we can. Okay, we remove the block damage from pretty much everyone except that Marichka, which then is gonna revive them back, but that's fine. 400k, wipe the rest, 646 hit. So you can see big numbers, close to like even 1 million maybe, you know? Like, definitely very, very solid damage from Siegfrund, man. Before, I was a fan of the champion, and honestly, I would like to summon one now. Like, I think it can be very, very, very solid to have one right now. Instant turn, let's go. Bang. Very, very nice. 580k damage again. I feel like that's what he likes. Now, what I do want to try, guys, is his Metamorph. So we saw the damage is... Okay, this is how the damage is on him. Absolutely mind-blowing. But I want to see when we are changing the Metamorph and we get to revive the rest of the team, how well is going to be played out like that. I'm actually going to let that King Narcissus to wreck us, even if I'm faster. Which I'm not, but I could log them right now. Instead, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Sifi, please take a turn before King Narcissus, please. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. Oh, why his block damage did not proc with that hit from King Narcissus? So that seems a bit weird. Why was that the case? Now I know that Narcissus has a bit of a bug here and there, but I was not expecting to see that. So transforms into that. If the champion is about to get killed by a fatal hit, blocks incoming damage and places a block damage buff on the champion. So I know they haven't fixed everything on him, so he still has kind of like the same bugs, and seems like this is probably the old bug that never got fixed. Let me see if I go against a different enemy. If I go against a different enemy, is it going to be the exact same case? Because that is a shame if he never gets to go into the next Metamorph because of it. Again, we don't want to do anything crazy. I'm just hoping that Sifi will be faster so she dies as well. Okay, there we go. Taras, A3. Okay. So now he got the block damage and he revived. He changed Metamorph, but you saw he died. He basically died, and because the rest of the team died, he just changed Metamorph. So it's definitely a bug here that if by any chance the enemy gets to one-shot your team and he's dying before somebody else and you have one champion left alive, that can mess his Metamorph. That's what I understood from what I've seen so far. But this right now allows me to revive all my team, right? What I don't understand is how I'm going to change back the Metamorph. And that's kind of like what I really want to see, you know? How am I going to change that back? So I can do this, decrease cooldown of all of the skills. That's fine, you can die, no problem. If I'm gonna give you that, okay, so I will have this on a cooldown. Okay, that makes perfect sense. I'm not gonna revive right now. I'm just gonna use this skill instead because I can use it after. You know, I can revive my entire team and wipe this maybe off. So that's how his Metamorph actually works in here. Gotcha. It's still, I feel like it's still bugged. Most probably, yeah. It does feel like something is not spot on with it. So we can revive now again, have block damage on all of my team, which is nice, and then we can just change Metamorph and deal damage on the enemy. Of course, if that Yumeko is not about to blow us up before, and I have increased attack. Let's go. 351k. We completely wrecked them, guys. We just wrecked them. This was just nuts. Like, they stand no chance against him. And now he's getting the block damage properly and just clean the rest. Boom! That's Siegfrund from you guys. Siegfrund for you, buffed in Raid Shadow Legends now. And I feel like he's much better. It does seem to be a bit of a bug with the Metamorph and the passives. But I personally would like to have a Siegfrund now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you a fan of Siegfrund now or no? Big shout out to El Presidente for letting me jump on his account and showcase the champion for you guys. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.